Mexico can't control it anymore because the surge is so massive. Mexico's now going, stop, we got to cut the deal. Exclusive, Border Patrol agent brutally attacked in Arizona. Alien shot dead. But look at this one. Mexico buckles under migrant surge to USA at the limit. Border Patrol agent brutally attacked in Arizona. Hillary humiliation. Bill bragged about sleeping with 2,000 women. Thanks a billion. Drudge dominates in May over 1 billion visitors. We now have the White House spokesperson saying it's criminal. The Department of Justice now saying it is a criminal probe into Hillary. That is huge. The Germans threaten England, don't leave the euro or we'll cut you off financially. England being bossed around by the Germans yet again. When it's the globalists that already run England that are planning to leave the EU as part of a larger collapse. Oh, baby burst. 2015 had lowest fertility rate, down 600,000 births. Economy blame. That's right, make you so poor you can't have kids. Summer market panic. Bond yields all-time low. Similar headlines up on Infowars.com. And guys, come in and pop on the microphone. Fill me in. That was our feed of police spraying stuff in people's faces. I saw you. If TV viewers saw it, I'm just in here with all these TVs around me, seeing what the crew's saying. We've got the crew coming on in 15 minutes. We'll find out what's going on over there. But think about a government. It's the same thing in Europe, where they always go, Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty, you know, give us your huddled, you're tired, whatever. That's in a poem. They'd leave you at Ellis Island for 3 months to make sure you didn't have Black Plague, the bubonic plague, TB, all these other diseases so they could delouse you, make sure you didn't have flesh-eating bacteria that are carried on lice. No, now it's in the news. They just say, no, we bring in tens of thousands of people every day. Hundreds of them have TB, some of it immune to antibiotics, and it kills you. And we're going to put these people in the schools with your children, and we're going to bring them here sick and pay for it too. Not because they care, folks, but because they are breaking our will and training us to accept anything and everything. Look at this. U.S. tuberculosis cases rise as foreign-born patients triple the 1986 caseload percentage. 2/3 of contagious tuberculosis carriers in the United States during 2015 were born overseas, up from 1/5. That's who's bringing it in. And it's okay, though. You got to put your kid next to them, let them cough on them, or you're a racist. Border ranchers with few options now have police radios, just as the border collapses. Oh, but Scarborough a few days ago, they were shocked that Hispanics on the border want a wall. What do you think they want all their kids killed? There's 100,000 dead, 100,000+ missing. Most of it's on the border. I mean, you like your kids getting raped and killed? You like your house getting burned down or people threatening to kill you if you don't let them keep drugs at your house? You think they like that? Let's go ahead and play the clip. And this is Esquire. Go ahead. They're talking about Esquire. You guys got audio on that, or having a blurb with the computer? Oh, let's shut that down real quick because I'm not getting audio in here. As soon as the computer's back up, we'll have that clip for you. But continuing here, ladies and gentlemen, tempers flare at school board meeting over protections for transgendered students. How do you distract the public? We're going to put men in your bathrooms. We're going to put in other bathrooms. We're going to make men and women go to the same bathroom in Alamo Drafthouse, they're announcing. And women will squat over urinals that men use. I mean, that's being announced right now as something they're looking at doing. It's just a total distraction. Oh, TB is coming in, Black Plague, wet leprosy, all this stuff's going on. But don't worry, we've got tranny bathrooms. That's just a total distraction. College dorms, a new front in U.S. battle over transgender rights. Yeah, we don't worry about the admitted illegal NSA spying or open borders or our government bringing in jihadi cells or, you know, all the rest of our drug-resistant bacteria eating people by the hundreds of thousands a year. None of that's an issue. It's, well, welcome to college. There won't be any jobs for you in the future, but we're going to teach you how to be social justice warriors. Now let's freak out over the inequality of men and women wanting to use each other's bathrooms. Let's not just put in individual bathrooms and go to that model and say, here, we have this for whatever you are. No, we're all going in the same bathroom. We're making boys and girls in elementary school and middle school go in the same showers together. We're going to put cameras in there to make sure you're safe. watching you in the bathroom. See, it's all 1984, but to make sure you're safe because we care about you. No, it's all weaponized. Continuing, this is the death of our culture. Again, we've got tranny bathrooms, but we don't have children. People go, good, we're overpopulated. If you don't have 2.1 children on average in a culture, then there won't be anyone to take care of the old, and there won't be a social security system. That's an admitted fact worldwide. But don't worry, we can euthanize you. So that's just some of the news there. This is the manifest brainwashing that's going on. Before I go any further and come back and actually play that clip for you and find out what's going on with our reporters over there in Deutschland, Living Defense, harmful organism cleansing. We produced the first run of this in December. It sold out in 2 days. We produced 3 times as much this time. And I thought, well, that'll at least give us a couple weeks of it. I guess it's not. It looks like it's going to sell out by next week. I guess because we're discounting it by, what is that, 25% out of the gates? It's $34.95. It's 120 big capsules. And it's got 20-something known herbs and compounds that, in a healthy, clean, not rough way, but very strong way, takes out the garbage. And there's all sorts from bacteria right up to, you know, all the hard little worms and things. Living Defense is just amazing. It's got close to 5 stars on third-party sites. Go to InfoWarsLife.com. Go there. See the reviews for yourself. But listen, it's a bunch of well-known herbs and things that are good for your body regardless. Get yourself the Living Defense. You know, a child would take 1 pill a day, but consult your pediatrician. That's what I do during a 6-week detox cleanse. An adult of medium size 2, some of these really big 3, and you do it over 6 weeks. Unbelievable. I mean, you'll start seeing results. I certainly did right away. Living Defense now available for a limited time. You miscalculated again at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. 888-253-3139. Living Defense, get yours now. If it sold out last time, you get a chance to try it, and it supports the broadcast. All right. For some reason, that clip from The Morning Joe won't play, so we're re-importing it. It's corrupted in more ways than one, I guess. But I want to play that clip where they're just, I can't believe people want a wall. Oh, yeah, you're next to a failed state with hundreds of thousands dead, 100,000 dead, 100,000 missing, total bedlam, dead bodies everywhere, mass graves everywhere, heads getting chopped off everywhere. I would talk about, 10 heads getting delivered to the police department a few years ago in Arizona, and they would actually have national media say I was a liar. No heads got delivered, even when the heads were dumped off. I mean, that's the stuff they do, knowing that their audience is in a zombie mode. Just tell them there is no drone program. Hillary, I don't have any secret emails. I don't have a secret server. Oh, I do. I forgot about that. None of it's secret. Oh, here's her email ordering them, to cut the secret part off the top. It's just insulting everyone's intelligence. And yes, we fund ourselves by saying get ready and get prepared, but it's what I really believe in. I've actually gone as far as getting generators and storable food and stuff here at the office, not just at my home. Because it's gone from being a possibility to a probability to almost certainty. And I'm not happy about that. I've got stacks of news, mainstream with the elites getting armored redoubts, getting cash and gold, panicking, running around like chickens with their heads cut off. I mean, I don't know what to do, okay? But the public's going into zombie mode. They've weaponized the media where the attention span of the average person is gone. Organizational skills are gone. Those that still are conscious are seen as the enemy. I mean, you're going to see a societal collapse very soon. I'm telling you, folks, it's clear. A mental illness is exploding. We've got these weird criminals that everyone's worshiping, the Clintons, the media behind them. Everybody should get water filtration at InfoWarsStore.com, 10% off, promo code WATER, the Alexa Pure Pro. The Pro Pure, they're all excellent as well. All of it. I mean, just get geared up and fund the operation right into the future. And we hope to slow this down or turn it around and stop it. If we're able to do that with your help, thank God. But I tell you, it's moving into a defense mode at this point. And finally, solutionsfromscience.com is another great place to get prepared. Solutionsfromscience.com. Solutionsfromscience.com, you find a wide variety of preparedness products that were created to help keep you safe when disaster strikes, from solar power generators to survival gear, fertilizers. They're all available right now. The Solutions from Science website. And Solutions from Science regularly bought a surplus of solar panel generators and is offering a discount to listeners who visit their website, solutionsfromscience.com, or 877-327-0365, solutionsfromscience.com. Great system. It's just overwhelming at this point. Again, the government is letting people in by the tens of thousands every few months. That's a conservative number with TB that cannot be treated. And Scarborough thinks it's bizarre that anyone wants a wall. Here it is.
Pretty shocking stuff. So you send a liberal journalist down there. He comes back saying, Trump is right.
That's right. So we said, you got to go down there with no preconceived notions, right? Just an empty notebook. Go to my former home state, or my, you know, and walk the border, drive the border 800 miles and talk to whoever you see and let them tell us what they think about what's really going on and whether we need a wall, in fact. Instead of hearing it from the debate stage, let's hear it from the people who are doing it.
And the people say build the wall.
They said build the wall. They said two things, whether it was Hispanic, Anglo, Democrat, Republican, uncommitted, clueless, whatever. They said we want a wall, and yet we want it to be married with some compassion toward the people that we're trying to
Here's another
keep
surprising thing from the article is that he said that Hispanics were less sympathetic towards illegal immigrants than whites.
So I think that there's a lot of interesting things there,
probably.
But one thing I think is that most of those Hispanics are first generation, and they see it as unfair that they came over here the legal way.
No, that's not what it is. Hit pause. It's not about what color the people's skin. It's that they're not under the white guilt. They know Mexico has one of the strongest borders in the world. They know that it's a lot of criminals and diseases are coming across. They're not suicidal, okay? That's why. We'll be back. Stay with us. I'm Alex Jones. We've got our reporters from Germany. Big developments there. That's coming up. Huge economic news, the earthquake news. It's all coming up. But right now, I'm going to let this report take us to break because we've got the Euro and the German government threatening the British and the UK. You better stay in the EU even though you didn't vote to be part of it or we're going to destroy you.
Kit Daniels, Infowars.com. Did you know the Bilderberg Group was directly responsible for the 1973 oil crisis that occurred here in America? Most people think it was OPEC that orchestrated the entire thing, but that wasn't quite the case. It was, in fact, the Bilderberg Group's idea. In May of 1973, about 5 months before the oil crisis occurred, the Bilderberg Group met in secret, and the meeting included several CEOs of oil companies such as Exxon and British Petroleum, as well as President Nixon's national security advisor, Henry Kissinger. They predicted that soon there'd be about a 400% increase in the price of oil. And then, you know, on October 6, 1973, after the meeting, the Yom Kippur War occurred, which directly led to the increase in oil prices. But how did the Bilderberg Group know this? They planned it. But why? As economist F. William Engdahl noted in his book, A Century of War, one enormous consequence of the ensuring 400% rise in OPEC oil prices was that investments of hundreds of millions of dollars by British Petroleum, Royal Dutch Shell, both of whom were present at the 1973 Bilderberg meeting, and other Anglo-American petroleum concerns in the risky North Sea could produce oil at a profit. He continued, the profitability of these new North Sea oil fields was not at all secure until after the OPEC price rises. So the Bilderberg Group came up with the idea of an oil crisis to ensure profitability for the oil companies connected to Bilderberg. And the former oil minister for Saudi Arabia, Sheikh Yamadi, confirmed this. In 2001, Yamadi said, I am 100% sure that the Americans were behind the increase in the price of oil. The oil companies were in real trouble at the time. They had borrowed a lot of money and they needed a high oil price to save them. Yamadi also said that when he visited Iran in 1974 on official oil business, he was told that it was in fact Henry Kissinger who wanted to raise the oil prices, and that Kissinger wanted a war in the Middle East in order to justify the said price increase. And a few weeks before the Yom Kippur War occurred, Kissinger, who was now the Secretary of State under Nixon, he issued a statement saying that if there was a war that was going to break out in the Middle East, that U.S. military intervention was completely out of the question. Basically, Kissinger used secret diplomatic channels to ensure that not only would the war happen as badly as possible, but that OPEC would use the war to justify a price increase. Kissinger downplayed the war, for example, to President Nixon and took control of the situation himself. In fact, the National Security Agency found out about the war 2 days before it happened, but they were told by the White House under advisement from Kissinger to sit on the information. And also, Kissinger told the Israelis to stand down and let the war happen. And the rest, you know, is history. The war occurred. The U.S. gave arms to Israel to fight in the war. And then OPEC, in response, embargoed the